Hi, I'm Ian Cummings. I'm the night reporter at the Kansas City Star. Tonight, the reporter's here putting together stories for the weekend. We're going to hear from Scott Cannon, who's writing about how bullets manufactured in Independence are ending up in the hands of ISIS fighters in the Middle East. And Murray Williams will tell us about Kansas schools asking lawmakers for millions of dollars for children with extraordinary needs. And then Dave Helling will tell us about how a divide between Sen.Claire McCaskill and local labor unions shows the declining power of organized labor in America. You can check for those stories on kansascity.com. I'm Ian Cummings. I'm working the night shift at the Kansas City Star.
I'm Scott Cannon. I'm a reporter here at the Star, working on a story about ammunition that's made here at the Lake City Army Ammunition Plant in Independence, primarily for the Department of Defense, the U.S. military. It's been discovered that as we've handed that ammunition over to Iraqi soldiers and other people fighting in the Middle East, that some of that has ended up in the hand of the Islamic State. And so our story looks at how that's happened and what it might mean.
I'm working on a story that's running this weekend about Kansas school districts that are applying to the state for extraordinary need money. These are districts that have had a spike in enrollment or a devaluation in property values who need additional dollars to make ends meet for the school year. Some of the districts include Olathe, KCK, so they will be looking for extra dollars. Read it this weekend.
This is Dave Helling with the Star. As you may know, this summer the Congress and the White House have been discussing a new free trade agreement with Japan and other countries along the Pacific Rim as part of what's called a fast-track authority to get a new trade agreement to reduce barriers, tariffs, taxes, that kind of thing. Well, a lot of labor groups are very upset about the idea of a new trade agreement. They compare it to NAFTA, which is the agreement we have with Mexico. And they're very angry at Democrats for having voted for the fast-track authority for that agreement, and one of those Democrats is Claire McCaskill of Missouri. So I'm working on a story that talks about not only that issue, but how Democrats and labor are getting along these days, and the answer seems to be they're not quite as happy with one another as they used to be.